Hello, I'm Dan Weimer of the Webster County Citizen,
And I'm Terry Penner, the Community Development Director for the City of Seymour.
and this is Simply Seymour. On today's show, we have David Smith. A lot of people just call you Dave, but he is Seymour's new fire chief. And Dave, you come to the city with quite a bit of firefighting experience. Talk about that with us.
I started with the fire district back in 1983, I believe it was, as a teenager when they first founded the district. I've been with it on and off ever since. Took a leave of absence in 93 for a little while, then I come back and wanted to help out. But I've never left the fire service. I've continued with the fire service and some kind of capacity in other places and other ways.
You're an elected board member, I know, for the Southern Webster County Fire Protection District.
Yeah, I'm going on my second term as board president of the Southern Webster County Fire District, and I'm also the assistant chief there.
Okay. And so your duties in Seymour started not very long ago. When?
July 1st.
Okay. And how's it gone so far, Dave?
It's went great so far. We seem to be happy and moving along. Everybody's seemed to be well pleased with our training and things we're getting done. We got things to do and more things to get accomplished in the future. Just better the community fire department and the EMS.
That's awesome.
Are you finding that I know we're a volunteer force, and a lot of people don't realize that. Are you finding that our volunteers are enthusiastic?
Our volunteers we've got now are real enthusiastic. They're willing to come and train, and we put on about 3 or 4 more people, and we've got more people asking for the city department to join that now.
That's outstanding.
Fantastic. You recently did a training, didn't you?
We recently done a training last Monday night, I believe it was. We done a ladder aerial training with joint departments with Southern Webster and the city of Seymour at the FEMA building, and we put the ladders up, pumped water with them, taught everybody how to set them up, position them in different positions, and just generally knowledge of how to work the trucks.
You know, we recently had Steve Richards here, and also Ray Rodriguez, both from the school district, and talked about school safety with each of them. And I know that each of them mentioned the fact that they were excited about the fire department coming into the school with some education programs in the future.
Yes, in October's Fire Safety Month, and we'll be trying to come into the grade school and hand out some fire prevention materials, teach them a few things around the home to look for, and just start with fire prevention. Start at a young age like that, they seem to take better grasp of it and reflect it upon their families when they get home.
Doesn't that also help when it comes later on in the later years, high school years, of getting cadets who potentially could be volunteer firefighters for our community?
It does. We've got a cadet program. We can start at the age of 14, goes up to 18. We train them. They don't do everything the other firefighters do, but they're a valuable asset to us for getting stuff, taking care of stuff that's just mundane stuff during the day, and during the at fire scenes, it's safe and back from anything or an incident.
That's an awesome way to get people started very young.
Very young, get them started in it, and it can lead to a career later on in life.
Exactly.
We've had several of them that's done that and went on to other departments, and now they're on paid department.
That's excellent. Awesome program. And I remember when my kids were little coming home and they'd have the fire safety programs and they'd want to practice, how to do if there were a fire or an emergency, things that they could do and get that plan all set up, which is very important for people to have in place. So.
Yes, it is. It's real important to have it in place. And like I said, the younger children, they're more enthused about it, and they take it to their families and
make mom and dad actually do it.
Make mom and dad actually do something.
Yeah, very good. Well, that's a great program. Yes, very good.
You know, Terry, before the show, you were noting that Dave is one of the many volunteers in town that wears all kinds of hats.
Yes.
And one of those is with our local Hazelwood Masonic Lodge. Have you found, David, that the assimilation into Seymour with the city fire department has been a lot easier because you've been so involved with the community beforehand?
I think it has been. I've been involved with the community, both Fordland, Diggins, and Seymour for most of my life. Went into both lodges in Fordland or Rogersville and Seymour, and get to know a lot of people. We do a lot of fundraising and community service, donations and stuff to the different people, like the backpack program was one of them. We recently raised money for the honor flight, which Terry and myself
Yeah.
were just on. We just got back from Washington, D.C.
That was a great program and an
Tuesday
awesome
night.
thing. Yes.
Yes,
and-
we raised money for the Guardians to support that
Yes.
charity.
There were actually 3 people that went as guardians that the lodge paid for, and then there was also a couple that went as a veteran and a guardian as well from Seymour. So we had a large contingency of people that were Seymour representatives there with the honor flight. And you're big in the shrimp boils. Whenever
I'm
we
sure
have the
the shrimp
shrimp
boil.
boil, might make you one of the shrimp boil kings in Seymour, you know?
He and Mark Nichols.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mark Mosley. I'll just
Yeah.
kind of stand back and let him do the work.
But I know a lot of people in town love when the lodge has their shrimp boils. It's become quite a popular event, and
Yeah.
people are wanting to know when they're going to happen. So, and that's a great way for the lodge to make money in the community as well. So,
Looking forward, Dave, do you see, because of your deep involvement with the Southern Webster County Fire Protection District, and now you're Seymour's fire chief, do you see the two departments working together more in the future?
I see a lot more working together in the future because we're trying to draw them both together because we can't survive both on our own.
Yeah.
Southern has got several more people around to pull into the city, and the city's got people during the day that help us out in our district that we don't have.
That's
excellent.
outstanding. Yeah.
Yes.
We've seen a lot more involvement and cross training and stuff like that so far.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, we appreciate you coming on and, talking to us about fire things in our district, and look forward to hearing from you even more in the future.
Well, anytime in the back, look for us a lot. We're going to be more in the public eye than it has been before.
Excellent.
You'll see us a lot around doing stuff more often now.
That's awesome. We look forward to seeing you around.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.